working with. It's a picture of a M77, a Seyfert Galaxy, and
Lower.
I was explaining to everybody that this galaxy has the spectrum is right here, and the reason it's interesting is that there are these ionization lines that mark Seyfert galaxies. That one is the oxygen 3 emission line. You can see it in the spectrum there, right here. And then there's a red emission line right here, which is hydrogen alpha. And it corresponds to this little peak right here. And we could get the wavelengths for these, and we could confirm it. So holding the cursor here on the calibrated spectrum, we're reading it. About 5,019 it says, but depending on where you hold your cursor, right now I'm at 4998, so that's right at 03. And then this little peak here is the hydrogen alpha at 650. I'm reading 659 right now. Nice. So I need to contact you, Jack, about how to save Malicam photographs, Malicam Sky, how to save them quickly and easily into a folder that will pop up automatically in RSpec. Oh, the Galaxy. This was M77 in Cetus, the Seyfert Galaxy. It's famous for having these bright emission lines. Of course, you can't see that when you look at the little galaxy. It's a pretty spiral, but it has this other exciting feature to it. 5063, let me make a note of it, because it would be helpful if I could call and talk to you. I gave you a ring. Here's a paper. I'm writing it down. I'll give you a ring probably tomorrow sometime. Well, Thanksgiving. I'll give you a ring after the holiday. Hey, Graham. Oh, Graham's question above. Let me scroll and find it, Graham, just a minute. Graham, it's starting to get cold down here, even in Virginia. Graham, Doug, not to pester. Let's see. Must have been a long time. We at the top? Let's see. Graham. Bernie. Rusty. Larry and Ed. Graham. Can the spectrogram results be altered or skewed by the camera settings, such as the histogram and white balance? I suppose you could. You would change the. You would change the spectral emphasis of different peaks and troughs. So you would want to. I don't touch those things. I just use default positions, and I don't use white balance. I used white balance tonight on the Seyfert Galaxy just for visual impact of looking at the spectrum here. But the full kahuna on this is what you do is do more than just the spectral calibration for angstroms. You do a camera calibration for the camera sensitivity as well. And the Malicam, all the CCD and CMOS cameras have a big fall off in the blue. They just do. They're not as sensitive there. So what you do is you take a calibrated spectrum that astronomers provide, reference spectra, and then you divide your spectrum by the reference spectrum, and you get a correction by that procedure. It's very simple. I actually haven't done it yet because I've been focusing on other nuts and bolts issues rather than getting a perfect instrument calibrated spectrum. But yes, that can be done. And, you know, if you change the white balance, if you change the histogram, that would have an effect. Okay, folks. Well, I think I'm going to sign off for the night. Thanks very much for being with me tonight. It was fun to show you the RSpec program. I'm very sorry I wasn't very fluid with all the manipulations here. Yeah, you're certainly welcome. Okay, so good night all. I'm going to try and sign off now here. And I'll see you next time. Night.